Brothers and sisters, generals, family, you already know. We back. We alive. We alive, especially divinely, brother or sister. We gonna conquer another day, another year, and another decade. And I got a little message that I got in one subconscious righteously from our ancestors. Brother or sister that fought hard to left a blueprint for many great divine brothers and sisters out here. Real talk. And the message is, don't fret. Don't you dare fret. And stop whining and keep climbing. Real talk. Because a lot of us have been through, as I always say, many of us have been through we thought were impossible. That's why we're standing firm and strong and solid in this righteous foundation as ones speak. So stop whining and start climbing and keep building. And don't you dare give up. And this current subscriber, new subscriber, anybody that view, brother, sister in the world or online, and one's family, children, stay strong. We gotta send that strong, bold, positive energy out. We gotta chase that devil away. Let that devil know that when we wake up, it's on and popping, righteously. When our feet is on the ground, we want that devil to quiver, melanation, that power that we have to go deep. We all say, our leaders and teachers, salute the real ones that's divinely connected and been connected for a long time. And that's brother, sister, young or old, some in our families. Because again, I'm sending that positive energy around the world. Like that spirit. I want that impactfulness of like the spirit of Shaka Zulu, that influence of like Michael Jackson, righteously, all over the world, globally. Because that's what that great divine is, all over the world. That's why I always say, not my divine, it's our higher supreme being. And be thankful if you have been touched by that positive force. Be very, very thankful, because not everybody sees it. I'll say, we hear time and time again. It's not my saying. It's a saying or a phrase, whatever you want to call it. We all hear. Many are, many are called, few are chosen. Is that how it go? And we know when we know. So I'm going to stop right there. I don't want to get too deep into that, because when we come into things like that, many are called, few are chosen. Only those who feel it knows. So, but we know when we know. And it's a feeling that can't be explained. That's why great divine made it like that. Mother Nature, y'all know that's how nature works. It's all up. It's always up to the individual. It's nothing but great divine has placed a lot of melanated teachers out here to teach oneself, how to go within. But again, it's always going to come down to us listening. That's why I say, keep building. Don't you dare give up. Assess every challenge we come into, every challenge. I don't care how it might look, because again, how our mind can be. We can build up things in our mind and make it worse than the challenge is. No. And I'm telling you, but of course, those of us that are wise, remember, it's not always age, it's the level of self-awareness. A lot of us have come through challenges. We know this, so we have learned the art of assessment, anticipation, being able to step back and really looking the whole picture of a situation. It's wonderful when we can do that. And it's very important that we learn things like this. We have to take the measures, do whatever it takes. It's many things that we can do. We in information time. We have to watch what we Google and, what sites we go on to look up things, but we'll know these things as we study. And, if our heart's in the right place, mind, body, and soul, see, hear, and feel, psyche. If we're headed in a righteous direction, we'll come into things that will help us. It always depends on the space that we're in, brother or sister. It's always going to matter. The environment we place ourselves in, the energy we carry, the energy we take in, the energy we give out, But overall, keep building. And don't you dare. Don't even give up in your psyche. Words to never put in your psyche. Worry, get that out of there. Doubt, get that out of there. Stress, get that out of there. Anything that's discouraging, get it out of there. Have nothing to do with negativity. Do not tolerate negativity, small or big, because negativity can turn into what? Toxicity. And even if it's small, because, as many of us know, salute my melanated brothers and sisters, my family. As many of us know, something that is small that's toxic can develop into something big. So this is why we study what? Human nature. Not just because it sounds smooth or you want to sound intelligent. No, it's a way of life. Well, you keep living, as my grandmother say, I told you that spirit to come up. My grandmother used to always say, you keep living, you'll learn, you'll see, so, and it's wonderful. It ain't always got to be like a deep, serious thing all the time. Exploring oneself and learning new things about yourself is, well, two things. It can be amazing, the things when we really dig deep into our subconscious and really see how we tick as an individual, brother or sister. It can be amazing. That's the amazing part. And then number two, when we learn ourselves real well, then we'll be able to understand others we come in contact with, family members, brothers and sisters, in the world or online. We'll start understanding different behaviors, patterns. It's wonderful, man. It's almost like you almost have superpowers, when you study the human body, you don't react anymore. You start because then you start paralleling yourself. You see how you used to be, sometimes you see it in others, and you're that way you're able to help them and show them results. That's why you always hear me say suggestions, teach, give advice, because, errors I used to make and dumb shit I used to do. And, now that I'm still studying, remember, always keep a student spirit. But, things we have learned, it's wonderful to be able to teach someone and they actually take it and listen. Some might not get it right away. Some might get it later, but still teach anyway, no matter what. It's our job to teach. We can't make someone change or try to control someone. As a divine brother or sister that's a teacher out there, just do what that great divine sent us to do. That's our purpose, and keep manifesting and evolving and keep growing. That's what it's all about in nature. We hear these teachers talk about nature all the time. It's wonderful. I wish the things I have studied and learned about nature now, man, and as we always say, a little introspection. If I would have known things about like what I have studied about nature now, if I would have known these things back in my, I say 20s, because I'm 54, oh my God, I would have been dangerous. I would have been, holy crap, but hey, everything happens. I walk with that divine force. Everything happens in its place and in its time, so that's why I talked about hip hop music, why I started doing hip hop so late, because hey, if I would have done it when my mindset wasn't right, who knows what kind of music I would have been doing or what would have happened or where I would end up, just never know. So, and this is just for me, but I've always felt this in one spirit. I think that great divine kept me from going to the industry and wanting to get deals and all that stuff. I think it shielded me from that. That's why, I'm telling you, those are the signs and stuff we see when we get connected to that divine voice deep within that core. I'm telling you, you'll look back and you'll see all the things that sometimes that divine force just protected us from, because it knew what it was going to have us doing right now as we speak in this time. So, a lot of wrong choices, but the right ones, it's like I made a whole bunch of wrong ones, but let's put it like this. This is just an example, hypothetical. And this just for me. Let's say I made 1,000 wrong choices. Okay, now, but the right ones I made might not have been as much as the wrong ones. But guess what, brothers and sisters? The right ones were more impactful than all the wrong ones. Ain't that something? That's something, isn't it? So, just be thankful that you did make right choices in those vital times in our lives, because those pivotal points. And we know. When we know when it's a turning point in our lives or a fork in the road, so to speak, we know all of us come to that point. So if some of us are in that point right now, like I say on here, and I meant to say, welcome to another nature podcast. I was feeling it this morning. I didn't even, I like to say that, you see the mountains here and it's a representation, stop whining, start climbing. If you haven't already, again, wherever we are, I don't care where we are, low status, high status, keep building. Don't you dare give up. Melanated, man, you know how powerful we can be You know how many things that we have pushed through, made it through, making it through? You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, and I tell you, the teachers I have learned from are some of the ones that have really helped impact my life in a righteous way were melanated. And that's in my family. That's brothers and sisters in the world or online. I would say that to them blue in the face. You know, we got to speak with conviction, you know, and connect with our brothers. Even if we are online, we're not speaking with each other. You know, as I said on maybe a couple podcasts ago, let me see, which one was it? It was one the righteous ripple effect. We can carry positive energy even when we're not around anyone. You know, if we're going to talk about energy, let's get serious with it. You know, stop being in, you know, even when we're not with some, if no one has done nothing to us or whatever, we feel a disagreement about something. So what? Get over ourselves. I said that before. You know, keep positive energy in our soul the best way we can. You know, if we need help physically, get help, you know, and this is for me too. Remember, suggestions I give and advice I give is also for oneself too. That's why every now and then you hear me say for me too, because I always keep myself kind of in that humbling mode. You know, it just keeps me ready, you know, and not getting on a high horse and, you know, think one knows everything. And because I would never, and it was a time when I was like that. I'm not going to lie. I think I was, you know, just sometimes we're just not aware until we are aware, you know. And it's a little saying I always like to say, another one of my philosophies: we know what we know, and be humble about the things we don't know, and be careful about the word humble, because some don't deserve our humbleness, you know, because everyone has a choice. Everyone has to learn, you know. Great Divine gives us all free will, unless we're handicapped, healthy, something, you know, that we can't control, you know, unless it's something like that. But if we are healthy, brother and sister, nothing wrong with us. We healthy with what we see, feel. Our mind, body, and soul is fine. And we choose to live a toxic life. Okay, then it's on you. So that's why I don't care what it takes. You know, don't look at no one else. You know, we look to band with a brother or sister, connect with our families. You know, even from afar, as I said, even so much as a thought, we can build that. That's where we can start building, and then that thought will turn into action. But man, because we need, like I said, we need as much positive energy as we can possibly have, and I will always keep that positive energy. But I don't mean just feeling good and floating on no cloud, though. I'm ready for the hard stuff too, or the challenging stuff, because I know that will come. And you know, that way we know it's a reality. You know, we be kind of ready for things. You hear me say that a lot, you know. But it's just wonderful when we can be in that state, you know. And wherever we are right now, we're going through a challenge. Keep building. You know what I'm saying? No, hey, don't do no whining, you know. Look for a solution the best way we can. I mean it. You know, assess, you know, step back. You know, it's got to be a solution in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be something, you know. Don't just give up. Don't you dare. Giving up is not even an option. Like I said, words that are poison, take it out. Worry, take that out. Stress, take that out. Doubt, take that out. You know, anything that will stagger us to make us, because I don't like that. Oh, no, don't ever let yourself get in a desperate state, ever. You know, not those I'm connected to, and I'm talking about online too. You know, my family. No, the same things that I draw from that great divine and Mother Nature. You know, the same things that I want for oneself, I want it for everybody else too. My family, those I'm connected to in the world or online. That's what I was talking about, that righteous ripple effect. That's what I want. You know, I want all melanated brothers and sisters to feel powerful, you know, and not just off looks. I'm talking about that power that can't be explained. Something, you know, that great divine shows us we have without us even looking for it. Like Shaka Zulu had, you know. Shaka Zulu didn't know he had that power. All he know was what he seen before him and what he had to fight for. It wasn't no if he wanted to and should I? No. It was I'm going to do it. It's going to get done. And he did it. That's the kind of thinking we got to have, which is not easy all the time. That's why we practice what? Studying human nature. Man, I'm telling you, studying ways to stay bold and studying ways to be calm even through the storm. You know, it doesn't mean that we ignore challenging things. We just learn how to deal with it in a strategic way. And it's wonderful when we can do that. We teach our children this, that we can be firm, and strong and powerful like the wind, but calm at the same time, just like nature. Great divine gives us these tools, as I like to say, and just for me, but advice. Don't ask for a lot of things, brothers and sisters. Just draw down that strength from our ancestors and that great divine, because we got all the tools we need. We just need the strength to manifest them and put them to work, put them to action out here. After it comes through what? Our psyche, through a thought, because that's what the great divine works through. Mother Nature. Well, no. Great divine works through our psyche. I always like this. It's just my thing. I always say the great divine works on the inside. Mother Nature got us on the outside. So we're protected once we connected to that force. We're protected externally, and we're protected externally, but we have to connect to it. We can't be we can't be connected to nothing evil or toxic. I mean, it's just impossible. How can you see great things, or come through a challenge if you are a complainer or you're a whiner and you're mad at everybody else because something's not going right in your own life? I see this sometimes, like at work sometimes in individuals, or maybe a customer or something. You know how you run into individuals that's just angry, and they're not angry at other people, but they're angry at maybe a challenge they're having, because you can see it in their face. And then they look at you like you did it. It's we got to get out of that mindset, my melanated brothers and sisters. Whatever challenge, deal with it, God dog it. So that's where it turns into toxicity. When we take our challenge out on someone else that didn't even do nothing, it's just kind of example, hypothetical, because things escalate and get worse. And that's what I mean about a toxic ripple effect. So let's have a righteous ripple effect. Things can change if we put in the effort and, put that foot. All we got to do is make that step. Great divine will do the rest. I'm telling you, we just have to tap into it, because great divine, it depending on our mindset, the great divine always putting us through some kind of test. So that's just, but when we are there and we're not blaming folks, and we are standing tall, and we are building, and we're not giving up, man, we'll start seeing signs, and we'll start coming into ourselves. But we have to make the effort. We can't be toxic and down, and it's the best way we can, deal with ourselves. Like I said, sometimes you have to get away from the noise, so you can hear yourself. So you can hear that voice deep within, because you can't hear that divine voice or solution deep within if you're around a lot of noise. Whatever the challenge is, get the hell away from it, and figure it out, best way we can, because there's always solution if you really put forth the effort, and that's whatever that is, because like I said, everybody's road is different. And, for one, like I do when I'm going through a challenge, stuff like this, have an outlet, music, whatever it is you love that's passionate, but it can't hurt yourself, of course, and no one else. And just keep building, because giving up is never, ever an option, if all else, the introspection, brothers and sisters, introspection, that's what'll keep us charged. I always say that, so I don't want to go too deep into it. Remember, how we got to where we are, I don't know. That's something I always say, because that's something that always centers me. So have a centering mechanism, brothers and sisters. If you're starting to feel a little weary about something, center yourself. Like, no, I can do this. I've been through worse than this. And a lot of us have. Some of us that may be going through a struggle, brother or sister, a family member, we've been way through worse. If we are going through a challenge, I'm talking about if anybody going through something right now, I bet it's been something you went through that's way worse. So what you got through that, you'll get through this. You got to have that kind of energy. Got to have that kind of thinking. Again, this for me too. So keep building, my brothers and sisters, and don't you dare give up, because that great divine will bless and bless those who are on fire for righteous things in life. And I mean it. So this has been another Nature Podcast. And I'm telling you, keep forging forward and keep being the generals that we are and we have been. And keep building. And don't you ever give up in this life, because great divine is right there with us as family, brothers and sisters in the world, or online. I love y'all, generals, family. One.